Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'm going to show you some important tips and tricks for your Asus 5Z. I've already made a dedicated video on the best features of Asus 5Z, so check that video to see all the features offered by this phone. I'll leave a link for that video in the description. Now in this video, I'll be covering just the tips and tricks. I will be touching few features, but I won't be covering all the features. Now with that said, first I'll show you how to use the app lock on this phone. So if you want to lock applications on this phone, just long press on the home screen, that's the default home launcher, then select preferences. Next we have app lock. Next time it will ask you just for the password. Now I'm just going to enter the password. Now these are all the applications that are installed on my phone, and if I want to lock any of these applications, I just need to click them. Now CPU-Z application has been locked, and we have three different ways to unlock this application. One is by using the regular pattern, another one is using the fingerprint scanner, and finally we can also use facial data to unlock the application. Now this is a CPU-Z application and I'm just covering my face so it doesn't unlock it with my face data. Now I can enter the pattern and it unlocks. This phone also has the double tap to wake and double tap to sleep features. You can enable it from the advanced settings. Just go to advanced settings, then select Zen motion. Now enable these two toggles. Now once you do that, now we can double tap in an empty area in the default home screen to lock the screen. Even in the lock screen, we can simply double tap to lock the phone. We can even double tap the status bar to lock the phone. Now it's that simple. Now I've already enabled the double tap to wake feature. Now I don't need to press the volume button. I just need to double tap and it'll unlock the phone. Now I've also enabled double tap to wake, so I can simply double tap the screen to wake it up. Now if you've already set up face unlock feature, you simply need to double tap the phone, and now your phone needs to see your face to unlock it. Now this little setup might make your life really easy. Now this is a camera application and there aren't many features. We just have the portrait mode for the front and rear cameras, a wide angle rear camera. In the portrait mode we can actually change the amount of blur effect we want to take before taking a picture, so that's pretty cool. But there's one thing I really find it interesting. Now if you want to take selfie after a few seconds, we can simply swipe up from the shutter button, and as you can see there's a timer going on, that's the number of seconds. If I want to take a picture after 5 seconds, I can simply do this and it'll take a picture after 5 seconds. I find it really handy and I wish other phones offered that too. This is the default app launcher or the default launcher that we get right out of the box, and we have the option to hide applications as well. So if you want to hide any of these applications, simply long press, go to preferences, now then select hide applications. Now from here, select the applications that you want to hide. So let's say I don't want to see any system applications related to Zen UI or Asus. So I can just select those applications and those applications won't be visible in the app drawer anymore. Now this works only on the default launcher. If you install any third-party application, you can still see those applications. Next, I'll show you how to use the split screen mode more easily. Now let's say you have opened an application and if you want to open another application side by side, you can go to recent apps page, select the application, drag it to the top, and that application will be opened in the top window and you can select the secondary application from the list below. Now if you want to use the regular shortcut, that's long pressing the recent apps button, that doesn't work on this phone by default. It simply takes a screenshot. So to change that, go to settings, then select advanced settings. From here select screenshot. Now from here select first option, that's recent apps, and select tap and hold to activate multi-window. Now once you do that, you can press and hold the recent apps button anywhere to open an application in the split screen mode. Now you can select the secondary application from these applications, or you can simply press home button, then select the secondary application from your app drawer. Now for most of the applications it works, but there are still some applications that do not support split screen mode, like Instagram. When we try to open split screen mode, we get an error saying this app doesn't support split screen. So to use any application in split screen mode, go to settings, then select system, then select about phone, select software information. Now click on the build number 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Now go back once again. Now select developer options. Now from here scroll all the way to the bottom and enable force activities to be resizable. Now once you do that and restart the phone, you will be able to use all the applications in the split screen mode. Now if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, then open the phone dialer, then press this button, go to settings, then select calls, then select advanced settings. From here select call recording and enable this toggle. Now every time you make a call or receive a call, all that calls will be recorded automatically, And to check out those call recordings, once again open the phone dialer, press this button, select call recordings, and from here you can check out all the call recordings. Now this feature might come in very handy for few people. Next, I'll show you how to change the default applications on this phone. Let's say you want to change your default browser, default SMS application, or your default home launcher. Go to settings, select apps and notification. From here select default apps. Now from here you can change your default browser. If you want UC browser you can select that or go back to Google Chrome. You can select your default phone dialer, default messaging app, and even your default home launcher. Right now I am using the Zen launcher. So every time I press the home button, it will take me to the Zen launcher. Now if I don't like this or if I want to use the Nova launcher, I can select it over here. And from now on, every time I press the home button, it will take me to the Nova launcher. Now this is a completely different launcher. Now this phone also has a LED notification light over here. For some reason if you don't like it or if you want to disable it, select the second option from settings, then disable this toggle that says blink light. And once you do that, you won't see the LED notification light annoying you anymore. Now just like the iPhone X, we have the notch at the top. For some reason if you don't like it and you want to hide it, you need to go to display settings, then enable this toggle. Once you do that, we see a black background near the notch. It's still there, but it doesn't stick out to your face. Now this is the default navigation bar that we get and we don't have any gestures, but if you would like to change the order of these buttons, once again open the display settings, then select navigation bar, select the first option. From here you can change the order. I prefer to have my back button on the right side, so this is what I would choose. And now the back button is on the right side. And it works as well. So guys, those were the most important tips and tricks for your Asus Zenfone 5Z. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video. And as I've said earlier, if you want to check out all the features offered by this phone, just check out my video on the best features of 5Z, link will be in the description. By the way, if you're planning to buy this phone, please use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. And if you want me to make any specific video, tweet out to me with hashtag #GreedyTech on Twitter and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.